Okay, you guys, we are back with another banging video, honey, because a lot is going on with Ye. No, Kanye West, as you guys know, he's about to release his Bully album coming March 27th. And you know that he is touring. Initially, it was just international tours. But as you guys know, and as I've shared with you guys, it was alleged that Live Nation and Roc Nation had put a blacklist on Kanye, so he could not tour within the US. However, it is since then, Live Nation has removed the blacklisting because they realized that Ye has apologized, but not only apologized, they can see that Ye is actually working on himself. He's taking his medication and he's taking all the right steps to doing better. And as such, it is said that Live Nation decided that they were going to lift the blacklisting on Ye. But you know who they're saying is not lifting it? Mr. Jay-Z, Roc Nation, honey. Anywho, guess what? Ye is still getting arenas in the US, so much so that now we see people coming out saying that he shouldn't be allowed to get these arenas, because you know that I said to you guys, he got the SoFi Stadium, which was sold out, over 1 million tickets under 24 hours. And there are just a handful of people who are not happy about it. No, irrespective of that, Kanye West, he seems to be back on his hay game, honey, because he has released a clip promoting the launch of his Bully album. And in this clip, I'm going to include it here for you guys to see. There's audio in it, and I think the audio is copyrighted, but you can see the visual, right? So, if you guys remember, it is said that the Bully album, the name Bully, comes from Saint West coming home and calling his dad and telling his dad that he's dealing with bullies at school, and he was telling his dad like how other kids are bullying him. And it is said Kanye West had a discussion with him and basically taught him how to deal with those bullies and to stand up for himself, right? So that is why Saint West's face is a huge part of this album rollout. You know, the Bully visual for the album cover, that's Saint West. That is why Saint West is such a huge part of this album rollout, because the name Bully was inspired by Saint complaining to his dad about being bullied in school and his father teaching him how to deal with bullies. You know that irrespective of Kanye's multiple outbursts and all of that, Kanye West is very tactful and he's very highly intelligent, extremely smart, and he knows how to communicate with his kids. And that is why when it comes to some things, you will always see North wanting to flee to her dad, because their father's ways of communicating, it is just impeccable. And we even saw him talking about it on quite a few occasions. So now Kanye West is doing the rollout for his Bully album. We see the visuals, Saint West in the ring and he's throwing punches. That is him taking down his bullies. Because you can see this tiny little guy against these big men in the ring, and Saint is just knocking them to the left, knocking them to the right, and he's taking them down. That is his father pouring into him, letting him know that you can defeat these bullies. And I like that Ye has decided to make Saint an integral part of this album rollout, from his child telling him that he's dealing with bullying at school. Very smart, very strategic, and it's a very good way for him to uplift his child and to pour in his child. But honey, based on what I'm seeing, if these are not AI, Kanye West rollout for his Bully album doesn't stop there, honey, because I've seen a few clips. I'm going to include them, but take them with a grain of salt, wherein people are saying that drones are popping up in their neighborhood. And when the drones pop up in their neighborhood, they're like, what is going on? Because you guys know that, I think it was last year, if not the year before, there was some incidents with some drones, right? And the drones were popping up and the drones were spelling bully, or they would shape out the album art cover of Bully, or you'll see the teddy bear cover of Graduation. And some people are like, Bully? What the heck does Bully be? Because you know that not everyone is on social media. Not everyone keeps up with Kanye. Not everyone knows what's going on. But it's said that Kanye West, as a part of his, he's really good at marketing. Very good at marketing. We did a video talking about that. I think that was yesterday, if not the day before. Kanye is good at marketing, has always been good at marketing. So it is said that he's using these drones and he's sending them like statewide. I don't know, he has a good connection with Elon Musk, because when everyone was telling Elon Musk to remove him from Twitter, I was saying, even though I don't like what Kanye West was posting on Twitter, if Elon Musk removed Kanye from Twitter, it would have been unfair, because there were people on Twitter attacking black people, calling them monkeys and all of that. So if those people were allowed to stay on Twitter, Kanye West should be allowed to stay as well, irrespective of the fact that what he was saying, I didn't approve of it, because there were people saying the same things and even more horrible things. Even though most recently we saw someone sending threats to Tina Knowles, guys. Did you guys hear about that? So, going off a little bit here, let me tell you guys about threats. So you know that Tina Knowles, she's in Houston. There's a show going on in Houston, and Tina Knowles is doing this Mama Tina's Gumbo. And a lot of people have been going out and support it. Some of it, the reviews are good. Some of it, people have been, saying that they have been getting food poisoning. Some people are not having it, right? So one individual posted on Twitter saying that they're going to go down there and they're going to pew on Mama Tina, right? And Elon Musk had that person blocked off Twitter, because evidently, I guess, because it was a death threat. But it wouldn't be the first time we're seeing death threats on Twitter, because if you guys know, with that guy, Nick Fuentes had initially received his death threats on Twitter. And when he was getting threatened on Twitter, did Elon Musk remove those accounts? No. But what happened to Nick Fuentes after? We saw that a guy went to his house with a gun and was calling him out, and that guy had already deleted 2 other people, and he killed some dogs too. So maybe from then Elon Musk has been tightening up Twitter when it comes to death threat, but that person who threatened Tina Knowles, they basically got their account banned. So back to Ye, right? We know Ye was going off on Twitter, and he had said a lot and all of that, but Ye is back. And when I look on social media, the internet can be so mischievous. When I look at social media, right, I am surprised to see that so many people are cheering Kanye on. But in the midst of all of it, we have people being mischievous, saying that Kanye West is falling asleep on stage and he fell asleep on stage while he was performing. That's not possible. That's not possible. Even if he was medicated, he wouldn't just, can you imagine? The man is singing on stage, performing, doing his thing, and he's just gonna fall asleep. No, Kanye would take his medication at a point either hours before the show to ensure that it doesn't have such a strong impact on him being drowsy, or immediately after the show. So the internet was being mischievous and messy with that one. But anywho, Ye is rolling out big time for his Bully album. I love to see it. And his son Saint West is definitely a major part of it, because the name was, coming from Saint complaining to his dad about getting bullied. So kudos to Ye for being an amazing father on this one and being very strategic, good with marketing. So let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments below, and we're going to talk some more in the comment section. Peace.